Donald Trump is gearing up for a second round of trade war with China's Xi Jinping, and electric vehicle makers are nervously watching their moves, because in the previous round, they were arguably impacted the most. But among them, Tesla is not just watching anymore. This time around, its owner Elon Musk has inserted himself into the feud as an active player.
So Elon Musk is uniquely positioned to act as a go-between between the Chinese leadership and Trump's White House.
Although to get there, he does have some tricky terrains to navigate. On one hand, after the failed assassination attempt, Musk threw his endorsement along with large sums of money behind Trump's campaign. As Donald Trump came out victorious on election night, Musk appeared to have become his chief confidant, inserting himself in everything from President-elect's phone call with Ukrainian President Zelensky to picking cabinet members. He himself is rewarded with the co-chair position at Department of Government Efficiency, a newly installed advisory body to cut the government down to size, as he declared in an op-ed. On the other hand, Elon Musk also enjoys close working relationship with Chinese Premier Li Qiang, a staunch loyalist handpicked by President Xi Jinping himself to carry out his vision for Chinese economy. When Tesla opened its Gigafactory in Shanghai, Li Qiang was the city's party secretary at the time. He showered Tesla with low-interest loans and 15% corporate tax rate, much lower than the standard 25%. Tesla was also the first foreign car maker to be allowed sole ownership of a car factory, whereas in the past, companies had to form joint ventures with local manufacturers.
He's the first buddy to Donald Trump, and he's also maybe the first buddy to Li Qiang. Without Shanghai, there's no Tesla today.
For China, this generosity proved to be mutually beneficial.
Efforts by Tesla to develop Chinese suppliers, Chinese equipment manufacturers, and in turn, those domestic firms, they in turn went on to go feed into China's broader EV industry.
This tactic is called market access in exchange for technology. It's explicitly stated in official documents and has set the stage for China to become the most dominant player in electric vehicle industry. EVs, along with lithium batteries and solar photovoltaics, are the three new things that President Xi Jinping believes will be the major drivers of China's continued growth. Government subsidies worth billions of dollars were invested up and down the supply chain to boost the manufacturing capacity, which the already strained Chinese consumers cannot possibly consume. Other nations have expressed widespread concerns that China's overcapacity might decimate their local car makers with its subsidized price advantage. In May, the Biden administration imposed a 100% tariff on Chinese EV imports. European Union followed suit with up to 45.3% tariff.
EVs are an interesting site of contention between the US and China because I think they lie at the intersection of a whole bunch of really important social and political issues. Auto industry is extremely powerful, is economically significant. You have a lot of jobs tied to that.
This is where Elon Musk's newfound bromance with Donald Trump can be beneficial to China. Tesla's Shanghai factory is now by far the most productive, churning out half of Tesla's global shipment. Tesla is also building a Megapack battery factory in Shanghai. In addition, Chinese market itself is the biggest market for Tesla outside of US, buying roughly as many Teslas as the American consumers do. During his campaign, Donald Trump has floated 60% tariff hikes on Chinese exports. In late November, Trump announced on Truth Social that he will impose an extra 10% tariff on all goods coming from China.
So I would see going forward a very special role for Elon Musk to at least facilitate communication between the Chinese and the American sides, if not to outright lobby for or find areas of overlap or compromise between the two parties.
At the very least, even if the tariffs would go on as Trump has planned, Elon Musk is in a position to influence the policy, potentially pushing for carve-outs of the tariff scheme that lower the import cost of China-made components for its own businesses. As revealed in a new research paper in the Journal of Financial and Quantitative Analysis, politically connected companies were more likely to receive valuable exemptions from China tariffs during the first Trump administration. Moreover, Trump has also promised to get rid of the $7,500 federal tax credit for EV purchases. Counterintuitively, Elon Musk supports the idea. Some analysts say that this is because Tesla enjoys a much wider profit margin to weather the impact of elimination of subsidies compared to its competitors.
But long term, it could be positive for Tesla because it'll make it more difficult for Tesla's competitors, especially in the U.S. market, to really dent Tesla's market share.
However, Tesla's competitors continue to grow and eat into Tesla's once formidable dominance in the global EV market. Now, Elon Musk is betting the future of his company on autonomous driving technology, or as Tesla calls it, full self-driving. This is where Elon Musk's position in the Department of Government Efficiency can be handy for him to directly influence the regulation of the technology by controlling its budget. A couple weeks ago, Tesla stock jumped 7% after Bloomberg reported that Trump transition team is seeking to ease US rules for self-driving cars.
They're much ahead in North America, whereas in the Chinese market, again, these other ones that are providing similar features, they're actually way ahead of Tesla in China because Tesla does not have FSD yet.
Elon Musk was hoping to get a step closer to this full self-driving approval in China, and it seems like it's still an open question, and one might wonder whether this could be a bargaining point or a leverage point later on in negotiations that involve tariffs and the broader trade war.
But for now, China seemed to be at ease with Elon Musk's proximity to Donald Trump. In an editorial, Chinese state media offered lavish praise for so-called Tesla effect as testament to China's openness for business, while days later dismissing Trump's 10% tariff hike proposal as nonsense.
The situation for Tesla right now in China is not necessarily a comfortable one. Tesla could become potentially a pawn in this broader trade dispute.
With his persona and Trump's persona, I'm not sure how long or whether this continue to last for the full 4 years. So I think it is risky, but in the short term, it looks like that they're both using each other as pawns.